Hey YouTube, welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas. Today is day 2 of the Pott'd Advent Calendar. If you haven't seen day 1, yesterday's video, please make sure you jump over there and watch that. But basically, I have this Pott'd Advent Calendar, 12 days. Behind each window is a little QR code for a clay-related craft project. Yesterday I made this cute little gingerbread man dish sort of thing and let it dry overnight for 24 hours. And here is what it looks like now. Without further ado, let's get into today's craft project. So let's see what is behind door number 2. And drum roll. It is a different project made out of clay. I was actually thinking that today was going to be a continuation of the gingerbread man and finishing that off, but it looks like we're going to be making something different today. So let's quickly jump over to YouTube and have a watch of the video and see what it is. Oh, and it looks like it's a cute little Christmas tree. Okay, so I'm going to watch the entire video first, including listening to audio. So throwback to yesterday's video where I didn't watch the YouTube tutorial first and I had the video on mute, so I actually didn't have any of the audio information. I'm going to watch the whole video today before getting into the project. Okay, so I have watched the entire video and I know what I'm doing, and I'll probably keep referring back to the video as I go, but basically we're going to be grabbing about a quarter of the clay from the bag that was provided in the Advent calendar. And with that clay, it's going to be divided into a few different pieces. So there's going to be a piece for the base of the tree, a piece for the trunk, and then 3 pieces for the actual tree, which gets shaped into cones. So I'm starting by making my base, which is going to be snow. So it says just to give it a little bit of a, roundish shape. I am still hating working with this clay, but I think by the end of this, I might get a little bit better at it. I was even a little bit better at it today, I'll admit. So now I have my snow base. I'm going to be moving on to the next step, which is making the trunk. So here I have the rest of my clay, which I've divided into little balls for the trunk and the parts of the tree increasing in size. To make the trunk, you just roll one of the balls into a cylinder type shape. In hindsight, my trunk might be a little bit too thick, but it still does the job. Overall, this project is a lot more simpler than the gingerbread man, so the next step is making the other 3 bits of clay into little cones by shaping the top into a bit of a peak and then rolling out the base so it's a little flatter and wider. About half an hour later, I have my 3 cone-shaped pieces of clay which will build the tree. The last step for today's Advent calendar video is just sticking the tree together. So you have to score the tops of the cones for the base and the middle, and then the underside of the top piece. Add a little bit of water and then kind of smush them together without sort of distorting the shape of the cone, although you can kind of smooth it out a little bit if you do smush it. Once the cones are all stuck together, the next step is to move on to the base. So you have to grab the flat piece that we made earlier for the snow, and then same process, just scoring the base and then the trunk of the tree, adding a bit of water and then gluing them together. Once you've done that, scoring the top of the trunk and then the base of the tree, again adding some water and then gluing the 2 together. Overall, this piece has turned out to be quite heavy and chunky, so I may have used a little bit more clay than what they used in the instructional video. So hopefully I still have some clay left for my other projects. And the final step in the kit, there is a star that is stuck to a piece of metal. So it says just to feed the star down the center of the tree and stick it into the top and just let it set there. And so now we're going to leave it for 24 hours to dry. And that's it. That's day 2 of the 12 days of the Pott'd Advent Calendar. Tune in tomorrow to see what day 3 is. Will it be a new project entirely, or will it be a continuation of the 2 projects I've already started? If you liked this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more of my videos. See you next time.